Here I am at Snow Summit. This is the Skill Builder track, which is a very beginner section, as I am a beginner, that is at the very end of Blue Steel, and also the end of Turtle Trail at Snow Summit. And here we go. I'm gonna do a couple laps. Might be a long video. I'll probably edit it later. I quarantined a little too hard the past month or two. I'm terribly out of shape, and the altitude is not helping my breathing pattern. So I'm gonna have to take a break and do another lap in a few minutes. So I'm riding without a lift ticket today. At the very first week of the mountain bike season, I found out the winter pass does not work in the summer, which is obvious phrased that way. I didn't read the fine print well enough, I guess. And so I'm skipping on buying passes this year. Hopefully I'll get one next year, especially now I'm in a little bit of debt because of the bikes, and I also had a car repair that I had to pay for. So I'm recovering from a little bit of debt. So I'm putting off any big purchases till my card is more paid off. That's financial advice from me. These jumps are nice and comfortable. They're small. They can be a little bit intimidating for a beginner or like first timer, but the airtime is so short, there's not much that can happen as long as you go off the jump straight. I'm going to show these berms. These deep, wide berms are really nice. A lot of confidence in the grip. Leaned over. All right, time for another lap. Lap number 2, done. Got a little nose high on the first jump, landed tail heavy. And the problem with that is I'm trying to do mini whips, get the bike sideways a little bit so I feel comfortable moving the bike around in the air. But anyway, landing tail heavy causes the back end, when the back end is sideways, causes the back end to steer the bike in an uncomfortable position, and it makes it hard to land. So I'm trying to land more nose heavy, or more even, but preferably a little bit onto the front tire first. At least that's how the professionals land their scrub whips and everything. I'm not exactly scrubbing or anything, but I want to try and improve my technique. It's a nice little trail. If it were a local trail somewhere nearby where I live, that'd be nice. It's not too long, just long enough. Just this section. Obviously, the whole trail would be either Turtle to Skill Builder track or Blue Steel to this Skill Builder track. That'd be a much longer trail. But just climbing up a short section, a little bit of walking, and it's a nice little climb and short little downhill. Pretty fun. All right, that was the last run. 17-minute video. Here's the trail one more time. Starts on this berm, goes into there, around, oops, there's the trail. Down here's the trail, around there, into the jumps. Buzzed my seat, or my pants on the second jump that time. Bad technique, wasn't on the front of the bike. That berm, and onto those rollers, the wood rollers, and around another three more turns, and that's it. Here I am, right here off of Clubview Drive. I'm going to climb this road. It doesn't have a label on this section, but I'm going to end up here at 2N10D, around this way, which bypasses Skyline, which is a climbing trail, but I'm not good enough to, or I don't want to be bothered with climbing steep stuff right now. I just want to conserve energy to get over to here, right? But I came from here, 2N99. This is the base of, this is where the lodges and cafeterias are. Came down this road, up to this junction, onto Fern, and then from Lower Fern to Upper Fern, and then all the way to here, pretty much. And then from here, Fern turns into Skyline. And it is going to be my whole day, getting up to here, well, the whole morning anyway. I'm going to session the jumps off of somewhere around over here, it's not labeled, off of Blue Steel. And this is where I'm going to cut in my whole Strava ride, and you'll be able to see my mileage and everything. I did not end up going to Blue Steel Trail on my Snow Summit trip because there were clear markings on the road in saying that there's no entry for non-pass holders or ticket holders, lift ticket holders. Yep, and I didn't want to risk losing my access to the winter season with my Icon Pass. They have all my contact information and everything. So I did not want to risk just kind of trespassing, essentially. I climbed the rest of the way from the Clubview Drive up to the top to the start of Pirates, and I saw the sign that said pass holders only, so I decided not to go into the park. Then I lapped Pirates a few times. It's the leftmost loop. Looks kind of like a L. I did that maybe three times or so. And then I went, after finishing Pirates for the last time, I went down to Skyline and did the top half of Skyline, and then back up to the top, and then my legs were already done, and I decided to go down Fall Line. And that is it's a black diamond trail, which doesn't have any jumps in it, but it's really rough, and it's just a trail that once started feels like
you just want to get to the end of it, just finish the the trail because it's so rough and choppy. The berms are blown out, like there's no there's it's all breaking bumps into the berms, and the berms are there's bumps into the berms from all the braking that's happening, basically breaking bumps around the turn, and it's entertaining in a suffering kind of way. It's not fun like a flow trail is fun. It's fun like this is really tough, and when it's over, I'm gonna be glad. I'm gonna be glad that I finished the trail and proud of myself that I made it through some rough terrain. There was one section I had to walk, and I think I've done the trail a couple times before, and I've walked that section every time because I can't figure out how to. It's an uphill rock garden. You carry some speed into it, and it's really rough, and then you have to be in the right gear to stand up and pedal through the rest of it, and I haven't figured it out yet. And then I got to the end of Fall Line, and I ended my day there. We got some lunch down at the base and headed down the mountain. And that was the end of my day. Till the next one.